What we got next with me?
So
we didn't even talk about the whole Reddit thing. You don't want to talk about it?
I mean, they ain't a whole lot to talk about.
You know
all I know is
like the little man took over the
well. So this
the world?
is, you got to look at it as okay. What website do most people go on to buy stocks?
Robinhood.
Robinhood, right?
Well, no, that's.
It's one of the more it's the most common one these days
for people who just start and get
it's the most common one these days, and it's very easy to use.
But Fidelity is probably number one.
Anyway, semantics. So what I mean to say is this is a Robinhood moment.
Is it though?
Yeah, go. Just take it. This is essentially a Robinhood moment. It's been a moment for regular people to find a way to get wealth from people who, I don't know, figured out ways to cheat the system and they got the wealth. But these motherfuckers figure out a way to cheat the system so you can take the wealth from the wealthy and they got the wealth.
So I saw something that was like, if people are trying to figure out...
It's not temporary. If they sell it today, they have that money. That's their money.
Well, hopefully they already sold because they didn't. They can shit out of luck.
If they, well, it's a bit of a catch-22 because if you sell, the stock price is going to go down.
Right.
So they're holding for the sake of
it.
They're trying to get other people on board. The more people I think buy, it's going to continue to go up.
At this point in time, no one's buying. No one's buying.
They stopped it.
Well, yeah,
no,
you can't buy
it today.
But if you could buy, essentially, I think part of buying is how it goes up.
So yeah, basically what they've done.
I don't know the fucking shit. I'm not that big of a nerd.
Well, see, I think what a lot of people did is that they sold their GameStop and then they moved to AMC. And now they're doing they're gonna go from one to another.
Well, the GameStop is still like over $300.
Yeah, so it's still high.
No one's buying GameStop now at this point. Like
it's
the whole point to make money.
A lot of people still have it.
But the thing is, it's still like it hasn't dropped yet. So if you bought when this shit started on Friday, I heard that GameStop stock was $65. Right now it's still $320. So you can still hold on to it. Because again, the demand is not from me and you trying to buy; it's still from the hedge fund people trying to buy. So just because we're not trying to buy in right now, you can still hold on to your stock because you're not trying to get money from us. You're trying to get the hedge fund. So it's
but it's not really the hedge fund.
Now.
Okay. There's some wild facts going on. Okay, this is what's actually happening. The hedge funds that were invested in GameStop failing are more or less going bankrupt because they owe insane amounts of money that they can't even possibly cover.
They bought
on the short.
Yeah, that is the wave that hit them from these just Redditors figuring out a way to push up this stock to a value that these hedge fund people never, ever, ever in a million years expected.
So basically, I saw this on Facebook. It was like, if you guys are trying to figure out what happened, these evil corporate hedge funds guys wanted to close down the retreat, and these Reddit young kids held a dance recital and they saved the day. Right. It's literally the story of every 80s movie ever, whereas you had an evil corporation.
Indeed, but ignore what Ed just said because that is confusing. What I just said is what actually happened.
Here's what I understand of it. Is that they bought more short positions than there is actual stock.
Well, no, they sold more short positions.
No. The hedge funds
bought
more short positions than there is actual
assuming
stock.
that the GameStop stock would go down.
Assuming that it was going to fail. So once it started going up, now in order to close out their short position and just stop their losses, they have to buy stock.
Yeah.
Right.
So they can't buy enough stock to close out all their positions. So they're just going to keep losing money.
Yes. They are like in negative debt.
But now the main problem is the fact that Robinhood decided to stop people from being able to purchase any kind of new stock, but allow the hedge fund people from Citadel to sell their stock, which is illegal to buy. That's illegal. So now they're being investigated.
Shout out to our resident fact checker.
They're being investigated.
They stopped regular people from buying.
But you cannot buy.
So from what I heard on, I was literally watching CNN right before I came over here, and the excuse they're giving is that when you're doing this stuff, you actually have to have the cash and capital on hand. So when all these random people are just buying, if you say I want to buy $100 in this stock,
right?
Well, I have to believe that you're going to have this money.
Right.
So from the regular person, it's I don't really know if he has this. Whereas if a hedge fund says I want to buy this, I don't believe it. I think there's some bullshit.
You might be right.
This is what they're saying. If a hedge fund says I want to buy this, then
they can use credit.
Right.
They can use credit to buy
stuff. So they're
stuff.
using funds that so it's you have to pause this stuff because people literally just buying more than you were prepared to sell. It's like a casino. If everybody just started winning money from casino, casino has to have enough money to give that shit back.
Right.
You have to think of it as Robinhood is the bookie.
Yeah.
Right? They have to have the money to make the bets.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the money, if they don't have all that money, which then they can only make a certain amount of bets.
Okay, so let's examine that. That kind of gives Robinhood a reason to potentially stop people from running that stock even beyond what can be afforded to pay. Because ultimately Robinhood at some point could possibly foot the bill, depending on who owns the stock. If you buy your stock through Robinhood, Robinhood owes you money. That's money that Robinhood is going to have to give you. So in Robinhood's interest in running these exchanges, they have to cut people off, because if this stock goes crazy, they're like eventually they got
volatile stock is literally just,
it's their debt also.
More so because you're talking about like the spikes of a day. So like if I started a day with $1 billion and then there's just stock manipulation, because it's not a natural thing. Like here's the thing, like, and I saw this on Facebook, like what the Reddit people are doing is a pump and dump, which is literally something that's usually bad. Like they're pumping up the value of this stock with intent to sell it later. Yeah, which is not a good thing. It's only celebrated because it's literally the opposite of what the hedge funds guys were doing. So I lost what the fuck I was gonna say.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Serious. You know what's funny? Yeah. Every single time y'all say something, I gotta look at Daphne, because she's gonna either confirm or say that's not true. Yo, what y'all just said was not right. So she's been like my resident fact checker the entire at least last 20 minutes.
Real time.
I don't know, but dead ass. Like, I'm pretty sure.
And
I'm not
even bringing up facts. She's like, here you go. This is what actually happened.
Even though we've been drinking and talking the entire damn time.
Yeah, so that's exactly what it is.
All facts.
What she just showed me.
All facts.
Clearinghouse didn't want to be caught without the money.
Right.
Yeah. So they have to, like, at the end of every day, they got to pay out that money.
Literally,
if they don't have the money.
Yeah.
So there you go.
The Wall Street crash of 1920, where it's like, I want more money than you actually have, and only they can just digitally go, no. But again, it looks bad because
which is why the stock market is a scam.
It's always been a scam.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. And I'm not arguing for Wall Street, but if I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna talk. All of that is credit.
Yeah.
So when one of us can go to a mortgage company and offer them money that we literally do not have from a bank and say, I deserve this property or whatever, it's based on, okay, well, does it look like you could probably pay that back at some point? Well, unfortunately, rich people got credit too. Yeah. Companies got credit too. So that means that they can bank on something that they can't necessarily afford immediately, but again, based on regular what we consider regular rules. And when an anomaly like GameStop comes along and flips that shit because we didn't see it at all, then it fucks up the credit.
I think it wasn't an anomaly. They saw it coming. It's just someone literally
who saw it coming?
Huh? Wall Street. No, I'm sorry.
Wall Street didn't see that coming.
I'm sorry.
This is a perfect case of how things change when the rabbit has the gun.
Right. Exactly. So basically, someone 100%. Saw what they were trying. Like someone
when
saw
the poor man has the gun, it's not okay.
Right. So basically, what happened was someone saw what they were trying to do and said, "No, we can stop that."
Right.
And that's what they did. Like Wall Street had a plan.
What if somebody showed up to your mortgage closing meeting and say, this can't happen, this motherfucker doesn't have this money, and then you can't buy a house because you can't sign the mortgage for money that you don't have?
Somebody's getting hit with a brick.
Somebody's getting hit with a brick. Wall Street is mad as fuck right now.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Where people are not like jumping on their side is that
of course not. Nobody gives a. We don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Everybody else with bricks for years, so it's like, oh, now you got hit with a brick, you mad?
Yeah.
You've been hitting me with bricks all fucking my entire life and shit, which is fake ass stuff. Because then all stocks is me saying, all right, you know what, Jay, I think you're worth $200, and Remy, I think you're worth $120, and
I'm worth
I think you're worth
so much more.
I was trying, but that's the thing.
Please do not undervalue me.
Let me finish. So Justin comes along and says, you know what, Remy's worth $225, and he raises the stock price. So it's like, oh shit,
Justin did that.
Yeah, Justin did that.
Appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Actually, I would be like, both of y'all ain't shit.
I agree. Yeah. He's like, but y'all ain't 6'1". So get to 6'1" and then talk to me.
Now I'm just out of money because I paid you guys all this money to think you're worth it, and Justin's like, neither one of them motherfuckers is worth any of that shit. That's so like, now I'm at a loss.
Yeah.
But again, it's all just shit that I said was worth something, and we said, okay, yeah, it's worth it.
So listen, I'm glad we fully explained everything to do with stocks for y'all, so y'all can do y'all investing as needed and make as much money as those motherfuckers at GameStop.
I'm pretty sure we're all sitting here going, fuck, I wish I knew about this shit last week.
Everybody, man, listen, man, hey, anybody buy that Doge? Who got that Doge? Y'all got that Doge? I know you got that Doge. We the nerdiest people in the room. We got that Doge. Y'all got that Doge? See, they don't even know what we talking about. We too nerdy.
It's a form of Bitcoin.
Okay, so he almost on our level of nerdy.
I'm not a fan of Bitcoin.
No, it ain't about a fandom, but that shit went up 300%. So that means if you had $1,000, you just made $2,000.
But it's all digital though, right?
Yeah,
of course,
it's all worthless.
All stock is digital.
Yeah,
every stock is digital.
No, but you can cash out and get money.
You can still cash out right now.
Same thing.
Cash out right now.
Okay. Cryptocurrency.
No.
As far as from the stock perspective, cryptocurrency and stocks are not that different. Not different. Like you can get a payout anytime. You can buy some anytime. It just works the same way. Yeah. Now on the back end, there's more shit going on. It doesn't at all function like.
But
I
can't take that cryptocurrency that I just made $5,000 on, make it into cash. Though.
No, but you can sell it. It's like a stock. Cryptocurrency is like stock. You just have to sell your $5,000
and then somebody gives you money.
You have cash. It's literally just a stock.
It's an exchange.
It's just
okay. So think of you've heard of the foreign exchange. The American dollar is not. There's some different rules about it, but it's not that different from say AMC stock. It's just worth whatever it's worth. Yeah. You can buy it. You can bet on it. Whatever. Same shit, and get your money out when you feel like that shit went up. So Bitcoin and all of those things, they're just another version of the foreign exchange.
Bitcoin is basically...
But they function more like stocks because they're not on the foreign exchange.
Right, but where Jay's talking about is that like it was advertised as a new form of currency. It's stock. I mean, they're trying to get it used as currency now because there's enough to go around. And it's like, now you can get Bitcoin for shit. But
people talking about Bitcoin like we gonna fucking be walking around spending that shit on the regular shit. Like nobody's good. How much is Bitcoin worth? I think fucking... 70,000 per share? I don't know. It's something ridiculous. It's something stupid. Nobody's walking around with that shit in their wallet. Nobody just who has $70,000 offhand? I don't have
Bitcoin is $34,000.
Somebody has $70,000, but everybody else in this room, we ain't there yet. We're working on it.
Bitcoin is $35,000.
How do I get my
I don't have $35,000.
I can go buy me some property.
It's a stock.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, so you'd have to sell one whole ass share.
I mean, but there are things that like do take Bitcoin. There are some like random things.
Yo.
For me,
listen,
for the four of us right here, Bitcoin is a stock. Like you're never gonna use Bitcoin as capital.
I went to Atlanta, and I swear to God, I saw a Bitcoin. It was a Bitcoin machine. You understand? It was like a touch screen. Obviously, it don't work like regular ATMs. And I guess you just push a bunch of buttons, and you get like
cash.
I figure you get something that looks like a fucking Mario coin. I don't know what the fuck a Bitcoin looks like, but something's gonna come out of the machine, and that's your currency. You're like, oh, I'm holding Bit, and then you go on Instagram.
See the shit we have to deal with,
and then you go on Instagram and you post yourself. You're like, this is me and my one Bitcoin worth $30,000. I have $30,000 in this fucking big ass coin sitting in my hand that looks like a Mario coin.
Yeah. I wish you had used the machine so we'd have some kind of like factual...
You have to hit a brick with your head to get it to come out.
Hey, you can't just have Bitcoins and be regular. You gotta be Super Mario. You gotta be Super Mario.
Maybe one day Bitcoin will be at a point where you can actually use it in real life.
Hell no. Not Bitcoin. Now Dogecoin is only like 50... It's like 5 cents.
Well,
right
Facebook
now
has their own digital currency coming out as well.
It's got to be something equivalent to the dollar.
Jeremy actually has a point. Like Bitcoin is not worth too much money to be used every day. Like it's like a gold bar. It's like gold back in the day, where it's like it was kind of a currency, but then like it became so valuable. It's like I'm not giving you my gold, but I have $100 worth of gold, so I'll give you these $3. And
imagine going to Best Buy and you like, I want to get Assassin's Creed, and you pull out this whole fucking Super Mario ass coin that's like 30,000. Give me my change. What the fuck are they supposed to do in that situation?
Not a damn thing.
Like they supposed to pay you back in cash? They don't have 30,000 on hand. People get
pissed when you pay a $100 bill for like $3 worth of groceries.
So Bitcoin is not a realistic currency, and it's not gonna go down. But if it goes down, it maybe goes down to like 1,000.
But here's where I think cryptocurrency would have a shot. Is we're already moving to a point where people are paying for shit with their phone.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that you can do that with regular money,
right? But
that is digitizing regular.
But what
money.
I'm saying is, I see how cryptocurrency, not Bitcoin, just cryptocurrency in and of itself. I see how it can take off.
Listen, cryptocurrency is a fad. You understand? Cryptocurrency is something.
Cryptocurrency has been a fad for 10 years.
I don't think it's going to be.
I agree. No. Cryptocurrency was originally started as an idea of this is money that you can use anywhere on anything, and it's super fucking safe. And then it started, and then it became a fucking stock. It became something that it wasn't supposed to be.
It became that because the people with the money stopped it.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how it became what it is. It is what it is now, and it's going to be that indefinitely. So a cryptocurrency is only going to happen if we remove physical dollar bills from our society and transfer that into a digital currency.
But I can see
this is now your credit. America is already halfway there. What is credit? Yeah. Credit is digital currency. That's all it is. It's saying I feel like I'm worth this much.
Because you got to get to a point where you can, because you still can't buy first of all, not everyone can get credit.
Everybody can.
No.
More for the most part, you can once you get to a certain point. Okay, I'll say this: you can invest in credit. Have you ever heard of a secured credit card? So if you have $300, you can give $300 to whatever institution that does it or whatever and say, I have a $300 credit card now. It's not actually credit, but you've invested in it, so they've given you that credit.
So here's why I believe...
No, seriously,
your
this is
person that you use for advice is shaking
I know,
her head
she
at
disagreed.
you.
I saw that shit. I want to ask questions, but she ain't on the podcast.
But we're also limited on time. So.
All right,
so here's why I say cryptocurrency could actually take over is because what you described as a debit card. It's like,
basically.
Right.
But you know what a secure credit card is, right? This is a real thing. I didn't make it up.
But the thing is, once they get to a point where everything takes debit, then you stop giving out actual cash, and then a dollar itself becomes the cryptocurrency.
That's what I said. That's the only way cryptocurrency happens. You can't, because think about what cryptocurrency is. It's creating something.
You still have enough old people who
creating
give it up.
Creating cryptocurrency is creating something from nothing. There's no basis for cryptocurrency in our world.
Yeah.
Except you can transfer it to dollars, so that is the only basis. But it's so expensive that it doesn't even make sense. So if you take away our physical currency, you get cryptocurrency. That's the only way it happens.
I literally only use cash.
You can't just say, "Oh, by the way, y'all should use these digital shits now." No, we still got the physical shits. Why would we change?
True. When you can literally go to a strip club and just buy a lap dance, just swipe
I don't even use.
And who the fuck wants to do that?
Anymore.
Why should I have to swipe a card at a strip club? Isn't making it rain the best part? Isn't it handing out the singles the best part? Strip clubs will never be the same. Never be the same.
Knock somebody out.
It'd have to be like you push a button and it's like, oh shit, you done gave us all this digital money.
It'd be a virtual, it'd be a goofy ass virtual within the smoke.
It'd be like the CG and shit. Like women be like dancing behind green screens and shit. Like, oh, you made it rain. Here's the digital dollars. Like,
it'd be like a casino. It'd be a lot like a casino.
And that is why cash will never go anywhere.
Yo, should we go to casino next week?
Cash rules everything around me. Cream get the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
Yo, you cannot start lyrics around black folk because they will finish them out.
That's right.
That's true. That's true.